As you say, from the lane phase, it does look like it could be them. Alrighty, let's get into it. Game number 1 in this best of 3 series here in the lower bracket finals of the OGA Dota pit. It is going to be Virtus Pro Prodigy versus Alliance. And we're going to start things off with a GPK mid on the Invoker. I mean, that is a headline title for me in this matchup here, because GPK Invoker is a pleasure to watch. We already talked about how much of an impact he has on his team, and on this Invoker, it's you know, he needs a huge performance here. He needs absolutely huge performance.
Oh, most definitely. And it looks like he's going for some kind of a double null build. It's going to have plenty of damage in this lane. Going to have 3 heroes going top for the bounty rune. I'm really excited for the SAPPHIRE position 3. This hero is actually so cool. It's been able to be, you can play it in 4, 5, 3, 2, not a problem. There's so many different builds available for this hero. I fully expect DM to just go his, standard mech Greaves kind of build on SAPPHIRE, though nothing fancy with BKBs and Daedalus or anything like that we see some mid players going these days.
Yeah, but I think we will see the Aghanims later on, I'm pretty sure. They value this a lot.
Oh, definitely. 100%. Yeah, it's such a good Aghs, actually. Really good stun. Yep. You can toss your Void in there, or you can save someone. It's going to be good.
The battle begins.
So, Save going to be able to grab the bounty rune up here, and it's all going to be one for one of the bounties. Nothing crazy happening. We have seen a big increase in smoke plays here, but neither team wanting to really do that with the draft they have at level 1. And GPK still yet to choose an orb to level into yet. He doesn't have an Exort orb, he doesn't have a Quas orb yet, so we don't know what he's going to do. Here's an enigma. And he goes Wex.
Boom.
Doesn't go Quas or Exort. Go for the Wex one.
Gotta get that EMP level 1.
Yeah, trying to secure that range creep, does so successfully as well, so that's going to be a start to lane. Meanwhile, at top, already Lil just getting in down and dirty with Nico Baby and FNG, and look at the damage coming down from this duo with the Scatter Blast and the Astral Spirit. It really does hurt this top lane, and Nico Baby getting quite low to start this game off.
Yeah, Nico Baby actually starting with a healing salve of his own as well in this lane, so both teams bringing a lot of resources up here. Bottom, Mr. Tiny just gonna take a little bit of damage right now. And this is what's gonna be, right? Save is just gonna chill on the left side, keep right-clicking anybody who comes in, go pick up some creeps, and then try to run at this Venomancer who has very low movement speed.
Yeah. And it's interesting here that Save's actually bought a sentry for his own hard camp just to make sure that he's going to be able to grab himself some creeps with this enchant. But of course, that also involves keeping Hanskin zoned out. But with the 0 armor on the Tiny and the Blightstone on Save, it's going to be really tricky for Hanskin to come anywhere near this Enchantress.
Oh, definitely. This Hanskin's going to have a tough time getting any kind of kills in this bottom lane. Void is just impossible to kill too. Oh, top, Disruptor. Woo!
Oh dear, that's going to be a first blood coming out. DM gets the kill. Lil and DM are not messing around in this top lane. It is scary. It is really, really scary. We talked about how difficult this lane was going to be for Alliance up here at top, and it's turning out to be exactly that. I mean, Elder Titan, he's his hero, which gets a ton of damage with his Astral Spirit. And now throwing a cookie and the Scatter Blast just for the slow and the maneuverability, and all of a sudden you've got an absolute Titan up in this top lane.
Yeah. And SAPPHIRE has such a great animation, and then you get that Scatter Blast to secure yourself creeps too. They have such good creep manipulation in this top lane for Virtus Pro Prodigy. And the only thing actually saving them right now is the sentry from FNG on this hard camp, not allowing them to be able to pull. So this top lane, pretty big win already for VP.
Yep, they're going to be very happy with how this one's working out so far. First blood going their way, lots of pressure put onto Nico Baby. Of course, he's not one to crack under the pressure, still doing fine on CS so far, 11-0. Not too worried about this. These heroes just constantly spamming down spells on him. Meanwhile, Epileptic Kid farming up into tower in the bottom lane, having a nice time of it. And scared again, he's so scared of this Enchantress. Every time he sees him, he's just trying to go play around the tree line, not get too close.
They're just waiting for the level 3 on the Ench. Oh, here we go. S4 gonna get jumped up.
They are indeed. The slow comes out, the right clicks come in, and that's just a decent amount of harass onto the Venomancer.
Yeah, in those situations, you're just looking for like that early bash, and then you kind of just commit into the kill if you get that early bash, so you get that little bit of extra positioning or walking. But Ench is level 3 now. So this means the level 2...
GPK taking heavy hits here from Limp. And Limp now has a bottle as well, so he's going to start to struggle a bit in this mid lane, I do think.
No.
It's very good laning from Limp.
Yeah, his last hit's just really starting to struggle for GPK. Down at 13-1 to Limp's 22-8. Meanwhile, Lil up in the top lane, he's getting pretty low
here. S4 right now.
And down in the bottom lane, S4 having some trouble. The Venomancer, he should be losing his life. One more right click does come in from the Enchantress, and that's going to be a kill. Meanwhile, Lil in the top lane runs away from FNG, and that's going to be... Oh, I mean, Lil's not running away that easily. He's actually trying to turn this one around. DM's coming over, does have a cookie to help him out with. FNG might actually be the one getting jumped at. DM with the cookie. Oh, just about lands. And now Lil will stop that Disruptor's face in. Absolutely brutal up in the top lane as they kill off the Disruptor once again. And, well...
That was so much damage.
Yeah, Hanskin's got boots now, so he can just run away from safe. But yeah, great kill up in the top lane again. They thought they had him. He thought he had the Elder Titan, but Lil was ready. Baited him in, turns around, gets a kill. Easy, easy.
That Fairy Fire did so much there. Disruptor's like, oh, I messed up as soon as he saw that Fairy Fire pop on the Elder Titan.
Classic.
So Sabe has another Centaur creep now. So this is going to be really nice at running at the Venomancer again. I fully expect another death here on S4.
Okay.
He does have boots now.
Yeah, he's running his way through the trees, eating some up as well, but they have the enchant coming down onto the Veno. Veno doesn't really have any way to get away from this, but they're actually going to toss back the Centaur so the Stomp doesn't come in, and Sabe's actually kind of low himself, so has to back himself out. S4 is going to survive this engagement thanks to Hanskin's efforts.
Courier has been killed.
Courier dies to the Venom wards, the Plague wards. S4 still getting chased by the Centaur.
It's never ending.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually went Bracer on the Venomancer. Bit of HP regen, bit of damage, bit of strength.
Hanskin, he's actually rotating mid. There's a catapult still alive for Alliance.
Yeah.
So they might actually make some kind of a toss play here. GPK, does he have enough mana to use his Ghost Walk? He does at the moment. Save also following the Tiny's rotation here.
Yeah, and setting up for the Power Rune doesn't actually land for them.
Rune.
It lands for Limp, and it's an Arcane Rune up at top. Oh,
Huge.
GPK, he's going to be sad about this one.
That's a really, really big rune. But you do have Tornado, though. You can remove it. It's just a matter of Limp dodging that Tornado or popping his Exorcism as soon as he gets that Arcane Rune on.
But Lil dead in the top lane as Nika Baby actually ends up trading. So yeah, Lil goes down, but as does Nika Baby. Great trade up in the top lane for the Elder Titan. Looks like, again, it's just Scatter Blast, Fire Snap with the Astral Spirit damage able to run down the Spectre. Huge kill up in the top lane, actually, for the Prodigy.
Yeah, and we might even see Snapfire just pick up level 6 and instantly TP bottom and try to get a kill with this Chronosphere. Chrono is up, but they don't really have the damage at the moment.
Nah, DM needs just one more creep. Oh, one more creep. But yeah, with the Chrono in one of his kisses, it's more than enough to bring down the...
Ooh, this is huge. Limp also TP
Epileptic
bottom
Kid
with his Exo.
Needs to get away from this. Does manage to break down the life drain. Spirit Siphon, and now GPK actually comes out of this one. He's got the Tornado and the EMP coming down onto Limp. They're going to drop down the Chronosphere as well. Limp, he's in some trouble. He's going to lose his life. Great rotation in from Prodigy. Looking towards Hanskin as well. Epileptic Kid, he's actually staying still, waiting for the cookie. DM not quite on the mark with that one, unfortunately, so that's going to be him getting himself away. Really cute little play from Epileptic Kid there, though, just like staying as far away as possible from the TPing target to allow DM to get there as soon as possible for the cookie. Didn't quite work out this time around, but, you know, they know how to play around the snap fight, that's for sure.
Oh, that was amazing from Prodigy. They knew if there was a rotation down to bottom, this Snapfire can TP and the Invoker can TP. There was a Centaur creep ready for that Prophet too, getting that nice stun, helping the Invoker be able to set up.
Oh yeah, they didn't even need the kisses. They had the damage regardless.
They didn't.
Just with
They didn't. Yep.
Incredible reads from
good enough.
Prodigy. Absolutely.
That was such a big trap onto Limp there.
This laning phase is going very, very much in the favor of Virtus Pro Prodigy currently. Epileptic Kid, the big winner of this laning phase so far. He's currently sitting on the top of that worst chart, but meanwhile FNG goes down as the fight in the middle lane breaks down. DM right under the tower here as Alliance come on with the pressure. They don't have the Exorcism, but they don't seem to need it. DM's just getting run down regardless of that said. Lil's TPing in. He is scary. Save as well, coming to help them out here. And he's going to force back Limp here, throwing a couple of spears his way and forcing him to the other side of the map. They've found Handscan as well. I mean, VP Prodigy now feel like they want to kill from this, but that's just not going to happen. Other than the kill onto the Disruptor, of course. So, again, you know, that's a Haunt used. Didn't find anything for it. A rotation towards mid, completely unsuccessful.
Oh, and did they even have the Exorcism yet, did they? I think it just came off cooldown now, but that was really unfortunate for them to make the play, make that Haunt, and really get nothing out of it.
Really rough stuff. Meanwhile, I'd like to get look at this guy's build. He's ready to play against a Venomancer. Just straight up, ring a regen, Morbid Mask. That's all we're doing. And now actually talking about the Venomancer, they might be going on to him right now. They've got the EMP off just about in time, but S4 lands the Poison Nova. Handscan looking for the return kill on the Invoker. This could be big if he can get it, but it doesn't look like he's got the damage to bring down GPK. GPK just got to calmly run himself away in a cheeky little high five as he leaves. Though FNG, he's coming on over. He wants the glimpse. Can he find it? He can't. A level 1 glimpse. The range is very poo-poo and won't be able to close the gap onto GPK.
Oh, they're doing such a great job at defending this bottom tower and getting the kills onto the Veno too. They're just holding this tower as long as they possibly can, and that's giving so much space to DM, space to Lil middle,
still
as he continues to farm up. Yeah. The way that the VP Prodigy play is very like secret, like where they don't really mind who gets farm on the map for their team, as long as somebody's picking up all those creeps that are coming in. If your cores start to rotate, like when GPK goes bottom, Lil is ready middle to absorb all the farm there, and they're not really losing anything by making these rotations from the cores.
No, they're not, and they pick these 4 and 5 positions which can survive in lanes against heroes as well, which is really important because it means you don't just end up feeding a hero to the mid laner if you move them in. Limp forcing the pressure into the bottom lane. He's got a catapult wave with him as well. VPP have been a little bit slow on the pickup here. I mean, they do have DM pushing in this top wave, but nothing serious. But they're actually going for the wraparound onto Nico Baby. This could be a huge pick-off here. In comes Epileptic Kid with the Chronosphere. Lil's on top of him as well. Ursula comes ripping on through, save with the damage. They're trying to finish the job here, but they'll take the centaur, stun him up, and get the kill onto Nico Baby. Great rotation in from Virtus Pro Prodigy. Gets them the kill onto the enemy carry. Massive.
This is so huge. They have one play here on Alliance side. They might try to run to GPK middle. They've already taken this bottom tower, which is really good for them. But I don't know if this is enough for Alliance. This Spectre is having such a hard time just being able to stay on the map and farm safely with that death, and has not been able to get any kills with Haunts yet.
Yeah, you hate dying a Spectre early on in the game, and she's died twice. Like, this isn't a hero which can come back easily. Her farming mechanics are significantly slower than a lot of other core heroes, so you feel like if you've died a couple of times, then it's just so hard to come back. You need big fights, basically.
Exactly, and Save, you know, I had high expectations for his Enchantress, and he has not failed me. This is absolutely spectacular gameplay from him. Destroying this bot lane, great rotations, great placements of his creeps.
You might have cursed your boy here, unfortunately. In comes the glimpse back straight into the Static Storm. Caster's Curse, working its magic, and down goes Save. Smarto trying to get the kill onto FNG, but that's not going to happen. Killed off by the DP.
Let's just say he tanked it. He tanked it for his Void, right? And now his Void's like, hey, no Disruptor ultimate, no Static Storm, easy. Let me just continue to farm on here. No pressure.
Stuff. GPK moving into the bottom lane. Handscan's going to be the target. They've got the Astral out onto him along with the EMP, draining away his mana. Handscan, nothing left to do really, but probably fall here though. Limp and Nico Baby coming in from the side here. 2-man silence, and you know what? GPK's like, screw it, I'm out. See you later. TP's away. Lil might just do the same thing here. He's got the stomp, go for the TP away. Unfortunately, FNG's right in his face, and there's a glimpse. Damage him from Limp, and they'll finish the job onto Lil. Well, they get a return kill. It's a 4 for a 4. Trade I think Alliance will take right now, especially as it allows them to wrest control of this bottom side of the map for themselves a bit.
Yeah, that was good for Alliance here. And Invoker, you know, he lived, so he's okay with that. And that's something we have to consider in this draft. They don't have a whole lot of stuns on the side of Alliance. They only have this Avalanche, Toss, and then a Glimpse, pretty much. Maybe when DP goes for the Yules, you have something there, but not a whole lot of lockdown for these heroes on BB Prodigy side that are quite quick with the Faceless Void and the Invoker.
So Alliance, well, with that rotation in, they've controlled the bottom side of the map just a little bit more, giving Nico Baby a place to farm, but they are still a little bit behind. A 1k gold advantage for Virtus Pro Prodigy. This team just feel like they're very much in control of the game. They are going to happily wait for the late game, it looks like. I mean, Epileptic's even queuing up a Midas after his Mask of Madness.
Wow, okay. That is not something... Oh,
Tornado
Hanskin?
misses.
It's gonna be okay, yeah. I mean, they didn't really want to commit a chrono onto a position for Tiny, who was only level 6 at this point in the game. I think they want to save it for this big mid play right now. FNG though, he might be able to get a glimpse on Epileptic Kid.
Oh, Chronosphere out onto 2.
first.
That's very nice. FNG's caught out, and now the Mortimer's Kiss is coming on through. Throw down a Sunstrike as well. It misses, but it doesn't matter. It's a double kill for DM, and they'll look over towards S4 as well. S4 drops the ultimate. The GPK is on top of me, MP. Ursprint are coming through beautifully. S4's going to lose his life, and that's going to be 3 heroes dead for Alliance in the middle lane, just like that. A snap of the fingers, and they have taken them down. Beautiful Chronosphere into the Mortimer's Kisses, and then the nice follow-up abilities as well. Alliance don't know what hit him.
That was actually so amazing by Epileptic Kid, you know, just seeing the tiny top and seeing 3 heroes running at the mid tower, TPing in. Very fortunate for him that the Plague Ward doesn't spot him out, or else I think he would have got glimpsed out.
Glimpse back into the Static Storm. He's in trouble now. Epileptic Kid, no time walk for you, sir. You are dead. Alliance bite back hard. Can they find any more, though? Nico Baby wants to chase, but unfortunately doesn't have the mana for any more daggers. And it looks like that's going to be it, but still a good pick-off for the side of Alliance as they get the enemy carry. They weren't ready for the Static Storm there. A bit of a miscalculation, I'd say, from the Faceless Void in that situation.
Yeah, a bit too happy with the last engagement. Didn't realize the timers on Alliance's heroes already reviving, and the tower was still at 700 plus HP, so not too sure about that play. Spectre also got the kill in on that Void too, with the Haunt, so he's very happy about that.
Yeah,
His net worth in a very healthy place at this point.
About 300 gold going the way of the Spectre. She won't complain about that. Well safe, just gonna bully Nico Baby out of his jungle. But no one's going to be able to take the other's mid tower right now. I mean, this is going to be a big indicator of who's really in charge of this game, is when that mid tower falls.
Definitely. And DM already has that mech available. S4 not quite there yet. I think there's another big power spike in the team fighting capabilities. Right now, without the chrono up, I think Epileptic Kid is just going to continue to farm up.
DM have a toss back over
nice
towards
toss.
FNG. The Earthsplitter's coming on through the chokehold, though, to try and keep them off DM, but I don't think it's going to work. He's really tanky on this SAPPHIRE, but unfortunately doesn't look like he's tanky enough. Tries to go for the kill onto the Tiny. Not going to happen. And that is going to be Grandma put to sleep for the last time.
I think this is where Alliance are going to start hitting their power spikes too. They got that Yos up on Limp, so he can live a little bit longer. Hanskin already has his maxed out Toss and Avalanche, so the burst damage is all the way there. Disruptor making a smoke play now up to Epileptic Kid. He's going to leap out and TP. Very good call from him.
Yeah, great map read.
Mid S4.
He's moving in towards mid. They might want to make the exact same play as they've made before. They've got the Chronosphere, they've got the damage onto S4. They might not even need the Chrono, but he's going to throw it out anyway. I want that kill. Thank you very much. And he grabs it, and now FNG is going to be the next target. A nice couple of bashes there to hold him back. Sunstrike comes through as well. Not quite enough damage to this job. Will now get him, but he gets off the kinetic field in the Static Storm before he dies, and that's doing a ton of damage to both Lil and GPK. But Lim, still an easy target here if they can get on top of him. Meanwhile, they're actually going to rock around the side. We're safe here. Cookie comes through, and Limp goes down. Oh, dearie me. 3 heroes dead on Alliance, and this might be the middle tier 1 tower going the way of Virtus Pro Prodigy. A bad movement in from Lim, completely misjudging the situation and ending up just giving his life away. Oh, dearie me.
Wait, hold on. They're not going to go for Roshan here, are they? Okay, good. Just want to make sure they weren't going to overexert themselves one more time. But wow, that was actually so amazing. Epileptic Kid dodging the gank. Alliance getting frustrated by the fact that the Void, you know, didn't fall for their plan. TPing in one by one into the mid lane and just falling. Venomancer, Disruptor, Death Prophet. I mean, these heroes were the ones in the smoke going towards top lane. A little bit of miscommunication from Alliance there. I think they really wanted S4 to kind of just get off the map, so he was not an easy target.
I don't know if this was some kind of like 200 IQ read from them, but they did a little bit of this yesterday where they dangle a hero in the same position where they died before, and it tricks the enemy team into this mentality that, yes, we can get this kill, which seems like that's what happened with the Void here, just overextending himself, dropping the Chrono early, and they were like, yeah, we can do the same thing again, we can kill off Epileptic Kid exactly like we did before, but this time they couldn't, they didn't have the Horn. VP Prodigy knew this. You know, we saw a very similar play against Na'Vi yesterday, where they got ganked at mid, a hero died, and then they put the hero at mid again and just smoke up all the other heroes behind that hero, and they managed to turn that one into a kill as well. So very similar mentality, some little cracks into the Virtus Pro Prodigy mindset, I think, about how they can just kind of make these fights happen. But meanwhile, Alliance, they really want this middle tier 1 tower of their own, and I think they're going to get it. Without Chronosphere, it's pretty scary to go for this one, and they've actually tossed back Lil here. Lil, well, they're still looking to do something, maybe. Mortimer's Kisses coming through on top here, landing onto Limp. He's nailing him right now. Meanwhile, in comes a Poison Nova. Sunstrike comes down onto Limp. They want to try and bring him down here. Epileptic Kid with the Alacrity tears through him, but GPK's on the backlines as well. Meanwhile, Stack Storm comes down. Epileptic Kid with this BKB is actually just the king of this fight. However, he can't find himself a target to stick on, and the glimpse back onto Save's going to put him in a tricky situation. He's going to get killed off. Epileptic Kid trying to find the damage onto Nika Baby, but Nika Baby is too strong. Handscape goes for the toss back onto DM. DM with the cookie away, but it's not going to be enough to save his life, I don't think. They come through, healing him up a little bit, but Nika Baby gets himself another kill. It's a double in the middle lane, along with the tower. Alliance, they strike back pretty hard here.
Oh yeah, that Tiny with the Blink Dagger. Great time for Alliance to continue their team fight. They spent pretty much everything onto his death buff. That's a very early BKB too from the Faceless Void that he had to spend killing the DP, but there is no Chrono available. So overall, such an easy fight for Alliance with that EXO, the Venom ulti, the mech. They're so tanky now on the side of Alliance. I feel like VP Prodigy are starting to run out of damage at this point in the game.
Yeah, they are hitting a bit of a brick wall with their damage, which we're not going to really see pick up until we have the Aghanim's on the Invoker.
Exactly.
Or
and he's gotten the
items
Midas on the Invoker too now. This is a really good item for GPK here. He needs those levels quick because he had to start with that Quaswex to keep his team in the game to begin with.
So is this normal for Invoker, going for the Wex build up until 1 point left and then swapping over, just getting the 4 points in Quas, then moving to Exhort?
Well, I don't know about 1 point left. I think Invoker players are very like feel kind of players. They just understand in the situation what they want, but going Quaswex into Exort is very normal, especially when you play with Faceless.
Oh, here we go. That's a big target. They find Nika Baby. He tries to mantra himself away from it, but there's no mantering out of this fight. He's going to lose his life easily, and now the Monomus Kiss is going to scout forward as well. They see S4, Epileptic Kid coming in, dropping the time dilation, trying to bring him down. The Glimpse is going to put him away. Saban's still chasing, though. He's looking for the kill into the Venom, so the two-man San's going to maybe hold the back here. Hans can actually tossing him deeper. DM's in harder, now under the tower with the fortification and the static field with the static storm. That's too much damage. They are not going to lose anybody though as they turn around and kill off FNG instead. And Epileptic Kid's just like, yeah, peace out, I'm gone. Meanwhile, Elder Titan, he's getting left behind by his team. That's going to be a consolation kill for the side of Alliance. Maybe a little bit deep for a disruptor kill only, but they do put a lot of pressure onto Alliance. Meanwhile, Invoker still scared of Tiny. Tiny does connect with the Avalanche, does not have a dust for another 4 seconds, so won't be able to finish anything off here.
Oh, they really wanted more without that Death Prophet ultimate being enough for Alliance, but Venomancer was just way too tanky. He's got a mech and a hood. So Alliance just TPing in their heroes, helping out S4 here. And Alliance have plenty of damage in this lineup. That glyph was so nice too on top of the Disruptor Static Storm, just killing off the Enchantress and pretty much forcing BP Prodigy to run away from that engagement.
Yeah, I mean, this Disrupt is having a huge game impact, honestly. FNG is doing hella work.
It's going for that build too. It's going to be helping his allies quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny that FNG and GPK used to be on the same team as well, so these guys will know each other's playstyle very well.
Oh, right. I remember that Gambit team. They had so much potential, but sometimes it looked like they always tilted when it came to some clutch situations.
Yeah, some problems below the surface maybe. Who knows, but either way, both players finding their homes now, that's for sure. Yeah, two-man cookie. Cute. Throws a moo there.
I love this meta. I love this meta game, like in Europe with the offlaners. They're always picking something that can try to buy like Guardian Greaves, pretty much. They really value this item heavily. Like you see S4, you see DM. I think in all their games, they're pretty much getting the exact same items, unless it's very specific to the hero, like, Nature's Prophet, right? You're gonna get like an Orchid to make yourself useful as an offlaner. But other than that, they try to get a hero that is able to buy these Aura bot items.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
Crimson
tower
is the one
under
which has kind of
attack.
fallen off the map a bit, but definitely seeing the Guardian's Greaves in the pipes almost every game these days. Very, very
Radiant's
important to
bottom
have these up on
tower
your
has
team.
fallen.
Just makes your team fighting so much stronger.
So what do BP
Dire's
Prodigy
top tower
need
is
now?
under
They need
attack.
that Aghanims, but it looks like Invoker is going for a BKB instead.
Wow, opting for
Interesting.
survivability.
Yeah, I think he's really afraid of this Tiny just tossing him back, or the Death Prophet running in with her BKB on top of the Invoker. But I feel like if they have Aghanims, he can just kind of chill in the back. They can get like a burst on 1 or 2 heroes with the Cataclysm, and he can just play off that. Because if you go BKB first, your Ags is going to be so late in this game.
It's true, but at the same time, you know, they have the catch, they have the haunt, they're always going to be able to see him, they're always going to be able to get on top of him. GPK, he just living a life of fear. Doesn't want to be that scared man anymore. Wants to have freedom.
Yeah, he's going
in
to
these
just
fights.
rely on the Meteor, the SAPPHIRE ultimate, and the Elder Titan damage output, I think, in the Chronosphere, instead of just focused on the Cataclysm.
But I think that's fair, you know, it's not one of those games where Cataclysm's the only source of chrono damage. You know, you've got the Monomus Kisses to get you through the early game, you've got the Earth Splitter to help you out as well, so yeah, and they're actually going for this without GPK, it looks like. He is nearby, but Handskin, he's plonked himself on that high ground, ready to pop any smokes that come forward. They'll see if anybody comes in to take down this middle creep wave. That's not going to happen. Save actually running out forward by himself, but there's nobody in the triangle either. Alliance keeping a very, very tight defensive line on their side of the map.
Yeah, they know exactly where Alliance is at this point. And I think BP Prodigy are not very happy with their positioning at the moment, because this is getting them far, far away from Roshan. It's a very sensitive time in the game. This Aegis is pretty much everything for both of these teams.
Huge fight. I mean, this next fight is going to decide who controls the game for the next 8 minutes, possibly longer. It's such an important objective for both teams here. No one's going to give it up without a fight.
Nico Baby almost at Scotty this game. He's very, very
Radiant's
farmed.
top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Nico Baby's
Keeping
huge.
up with the Face Void.
Just going for the Manta into the Skadi. I love this build. It just gives you so much
Dire's
stats.
bottom tower
You
is
feel
under
huge.
attack.
Yep,
Radiant's
really
top
good against the
tower is
Time Walk
under
as well,
attack.
so the Void won't be healing up so much.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And they are bringing in heroes down to the bottom lane. Let's see, GPK giving Nico Baby, giving his pickle a little bit of a tickle, but not really committing anything too hard here
Radiant's
onto
top
the
tower
Spectre.
is under
But
attack.
he certainly put the spooks into her. She's going to run away all the way back to base.
Dire's
Nico Baby wants
bottom
nothing to
tower
do with
is
this,
under
doesn't want to get
attack.
caught out here. Knows that he's very, very close to a big item and doesn't want to die just before it. That'd be a very critical death. Same with Epileptic though. In fact, I think he's just finished off this MKB, so they've got some real damage to pump out in these chronos now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Very big item for him. And this is going to mean another smoke play, I think, coming out from BP Prodigy. They're not going to get any stronger than this. And they really want to drop this chrono. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, for a while. Until they get another big item. So if you use the smoke, drop your chrono, get 2 kills, that can open up Roshan for you. Or even you just go into a Roshan pit and just start doing it and force Alliance to come out and try to battle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at this game, and whilst, you know, in my head, I was thinking the whole game, like, well, you know, if this game goes really late, Alliance are going to be fine. You know, they're going to be the stronger team. But actually, I don't think that's true. I mean, the Elder Titan is such a beast late game, as is the SAPPHIRE. And I think across all roles, I think that it's even. Very, very evenly matched. Are they really getting away with this Roshan? It's going down so quickly. Dude, Alliance, where are you? They are not going to get here in time. Wow. Steve Butters Pro Prodigy get away with the free Aegis. Unbelievable.
That's really bad for them. They're going to start playing so aggressively now on BP Prodigy side. They might even wait like a minute or two just to complete this BKB. I think they got the BKB already on GPK. Okay, they're here. They're online. It's go time for BP Prodigy. Just gonna push out these lanes, start getting up
Tier
in
4
front of
items. Applied to get taking down these ancients.
Okay.
Sorry, tier 3 items. As, they're looking towards the mid lane, actually. The toss back onto DM. He's in a lot of trouble. Going for the TP away here, but the Yules comes out at the very last second from Lift to cancel that one. Has a cookie in 1 second. Meanwhile, Epileptic Kid coming forward, lift the Chronosphere. Doesn't want to drop it. He'll just look in towards FNG instead. And FNG, well, having used 2 abilities, should be brought down, though. He's going to get stuck on the trees here. One of his kisses coming on, and now the Chronosphere lands. That is a beautiful one. Just as Death Prophet pops that Exorcism, she's going to get brought down. Even leaves her for dead style points. As down goes Limp and FNG. Saves it on the backlines. And Nico Baby, though, doing a decent amount of work here, but they will drop S4 as well. They want to take down everybody else and then deal with the big lady, deal with Nico Baby, but in comes Anskin, dropping up GPK, but meanwhile the damage coming into Nico, but he's reflecting a lot of it, but not nearly enough to turn this fight around. It is a dead Spectre, a bad fight for Alliance, and Virtus Pro Prodigy put themselves not a step forward into this game.
Oh man, they did not use the Exorcism to commit to that to that Snapfire kill. And the Snapfire is so tanky with that Guardian Greaves and Hood. It just gave them so much time for the rest of VPP to arrive, take that engagement. Spectre felt like she had to commit to that team fight. It was really, really bad for Alliance. No damage output whatsoever with that DP dying right away.
Oh dear, critical mistake here in the middle lane for Alliances. You know, they let the Aegis fall, they let their heroes fall, and they don't get the kill onto the Snapfire, and all of a sudden they're down 6k net worth, and this Void with a ton of items and an Aegis is catching up. In fact, he's taken over the Spectre. Jesus.
By a lot. This Void has 3,000 gold in his backpack right now. And he's looking to go for that Scotty. That's going to be a huge item against DP and Spec.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Deary me. Well, he's pushing down this bottom. I mean, they're smoking on over here. GPK is the only one with him currently. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here. Let's see. Epileptic Kid, time walk away. Not bad, but he is going to end up losing his life. The rest of the team coming on over. Save actually just skipping into the backlands, trying to make a bit of a distraction here and free up Epileptic Kid to maybe drop into He's going straight in. He's got that BKB and he wants to try and bring down Limb. That's not going to be that easy this time. Turn their attention towards S4 instead. S4, he is going to die. And they're also using the one of his kisses to find Nico Baby in the backlines here. Tear down those trees, tear down that hero, but the toss back comes in. Epileptic Kid, he's inside that static storm. It's doing damage, but not quite enough. And now he jumps forwards once again, looking for Nico Baby, but he's off into the trees. GPK with that BKB just hanging out on the front lines. They haven't lost anybody on Virtus Pro Prodigy. Meanwhile, S4 has died for the side of Alliance, but has the buyback should he want to use it and jump that poison over into the fight. Handskin still looking for a pick off here. The blink forward is unsuccessful. Now he has to try and run himself away. Epileptic Kid once again jumping himself so far forward. No fear on this Void whatsoever, but they're looking for this tier 1 tower. As Slave comes around the side, they actually land the stomp up. Epileptic Kid goes in and they'll take him down.
Wow.
Down goes Handskin. So much damage onto this Tiny. He loses his life. Tier 1 tower is fallen, and now they look towards the tier 2 as well.
They got Chrono up as well now, so this is
here
not
it
gonna
comes
stop.
onto the Spectre. Nico Baby, he's put to sleep. 70 seconds, no Spectre. Virtus Pro Prodigy are just not stopping. There is no brakes on this train.
They're just gonna walk on in. I don't think they mind, right? They got Alacrity, or are they? Okay, never mind. They're gonna go middle. They're like, okay, they might have buybacks. Let's just not walk up to the high ground without Chrono.
Buyback
taking the
forward.
game slowly. Yep, definitely. It's a very calm, cool move from BP Prodigy to not push this advantage.
Definitely, definitely. This is a team which is, you know, thinking about every move they're making and making sure it's the right one.
Yeah, we know the Spectre does not buyback, but they don't know that.
Exactly.
So they need to make the moves according to the information that they have available to them. And without the Chrono and possible buyback, it's just not worth it to risk your entire game on one high ground push.
Absolutely right, but now, oh no,
Wow.
they've given the bottle over to
DD.
Epileptic Kid. He picks up
So
the
big.
Scotty as well. Oh dear, he's got everything. The world on a stick
Yeah.
right now.
And there's also Alacrity that's being thrown on the Spaces Void every engagement. This
Yeah.
Void, like that's the thing you have to consider, right? The Spectre doesn't have a whole lot of amplification for her, but this Void has Alacrity. So this Void's gonna outcarry no matter what happens in this game.
He is a beast. Absolute beast. Spectre looking like a tiny kiddo compared to the Chad Epileptic Kid. As now a tier 2 tower starts to fall. There's that Alacrity coming down and the tower along with it. Ooh, dear, Alliance can but watch. The game plan seems to have fallen astray. Needs some really big plays from this Alliance squad to come back into this one. But what is the comeback plan for Alliance, do you think?
Better not fall off.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough. I think they need to get BP Prodigy to make some mistakes and maybe toss someone out, but it doesn't look like BP Prodigy is really giving any breathing room to Alliance.
Meanwhile, Spectre being jumped lightly here. The rest of Alliance
Oh, this
coming on
could be
over though.
interesting.
And Lil is
They're gonna find
maybe
DM.
out of position. Let's see here as they jump in onto 3. The initiation comes into Lil. Lil, though, able to get off the stop. No, he's not. Stun comes in, the damage is there, and they'll get that kill. Meanwhile, DM just pop that Monomus Kisses onto FNG from the low ground and be able to bring him down with the help of the Epileptic Kid. Now some more Monomus Kisses coming through. Alliance are kind of cut out. They're going to be forced into fighting here, and actually, the Spectre used the Horn.
Chrono
Now
in
they're
10.
going to pop the Exorcism. Alliance, they actually have to try and find a fight somehow here, but it seems like a huge ask without the Poison Nova, without the Horn. It's going to be real tricky. And
They're
now
going
comes the
in.
Chrono Spear
DD.
down, Cataclysm as well, Death Prophet and S4, they eat the dirt. They look over towards Hanskin, making another kill on top here. Oh, Jesus, there is no stopping this team. BP Prodigy, they are in such control of this game. It doesn't feel like Alliance can do anything about it.
That just looked way too easy. Epileptic Kid was just baiting out the opponent. He had like what 3 seconds left on his Chronosphere. He had a DD in his backpack. It's like, oh, this is gonna be so easy.
Yeah.
And he gets another DD.
Oh,
What?
okay. Thank you, Gavin.
All right. Do you even need to go and get a ball again? He just gets another DD, just like that. And that's gonna only expire 2 minutes from now. He's gonna have another Chronosphere up by then. Did he just finish another item? Just got an Echo Saber. Okay, so he's going for that Silver Edge for the Spectre. So if he chronos the Spec, Silver Edge attack, it's gonna die to like a Cataclysm.
Yep, definitely the play to be made. You can also speed things up. Oh wait, you didn't. If you disassemble the Master Commanders, we have a little bit of a fight going on as Save just trying to finish off FNG here with a couple of spears, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It actually looks like it's really Save going down here as Hanskin tries to hold the rest of the team back. They're really struggling to finish off this Enchantress though. She's actually surviving through this as they lose Hanskin instead. Finally, Save shall die, but man, that took a long time. Meanwhile, Epileptic Kid, he's coming in with the double damage. Has actually been patched off. He looks over towards the Spectre. Spectre, she is out of the equation once again. Nico, baby, can't do anything. It's a Sunstrike, catches out FNG. Oh, that was nice. And now Limp goes down as well. This might be over, honestly. They are losing so many heroes at such a high rate. Ultra kill for Epileptic Kid. Oh, dearie me. 5 heroes dead on the side of Alliance.
That's
They
it.
have dropped it. And there it is. There it is. The GG comes out. They've said it. And Virtus.pro Prodigy take game number 1 in a convincing fashion. Man, they look good.
That was actually amazing from BP Prodigy. They did so well on the lanes, and this is what we talked about, how the lanes is where Alliance's biggest problems were.